Alrighty. I've made a YouTube short and tweeted about this, but it is official. Me and Sneaky Steve have stopped our quarreling. I'm no longer trying to continue this stupid drama that's been going on for 2 months now, despite the stolen assets drama ending back in like probably early July. Anyways, so now that we've ended this whole drama between me and Steve, there's something else I have to address. And this is evidence from me being in a voice chat with him and two of his friends, including T-Dog. But, we're going to talk about Lush for a second. And by a second, I mean we're going to talk about Lush for a bit. So, originally, I had believed that Lush was fired, well, demoted then fired, because of them being treated for cancer. But no, they were demoted uh, while they were being treated for cancer, and they were using an old alternate account to try and communicate. And Pine Needle, uh, you know, demoted them. I'm not sure if they actually got fired or not, but probably did to be fair. But then here's the thing: what I didn't know is that behind the scenes, says here that Lush says the Pine part ticked them off so hard that they went on a dangerous rant about it. And Sneaky, of course, asks, so you talking in Lana's server was you bending the actual reason for why I demoted you? And then Lush responds to something earlier, said, did you not understand what I was saying? It says skepticism. Sneaky says, why though? I was telling you to be honest. I was telling you the honest truth from my part. Lush then says, I honestly have a massive ego trip because of Pine thinking you were a part of it. And as one does, they they did something bad with it. Anyway, I also had a bit of a massive ego trip because of the whole thing that I, for some reason, kept dragging on and kept bringing up. I have not. I have. Well, hold on. I have decided to formally close the whole uh, arguing between myself and Steve because at that point he was just digging myself into a deeper grave, and there was really nothing I could do at that point. And to be fair, the Rolling Line Discord, uh, though I know they're going to blow up at me for this, but they took that a little too seriously. Like I was just having an opinion, and sure, I was making a big deal about it, which again, that's on me, and I apologize for doing so. But come on, you didn't need to ban me from the server. Like, yeesh. Anyways, look at this. Now we have Sleepy saying, you brought me first, I'll go to the logs. Lush then says, alright, I'm ending this friendship relocation boy because they doxed someone. They doxed Sleepy. And then Sleepy, of course, laughs, question mark. And then Lush, of course, says about the whole incident, this whole school shooting incident, F your cousin, because which basically means Lush wanted their Sleepy's cousin to die for some reason. And then Sleepy says, "Oh, okay, that's something." So, not only has Lush, um, not only was Lush demoted and then fired from uh, from Searchlight's development team, but they then used their cancer treatment as a weapon and did outrageous things like this, such as doxing and then making fun of someone that was actively in a shooting. that is not something you make fun of. That's something serious. And me being someone that hasn't been in a school shooting ever, despite what this is saying, I feel I am offended by this. I know in the video in the one video that I recently made that I then privated immediately basically, I said that Lush was a good person. Well, that was I was taking them for face value. I didn't know the facts until Steve showed me the facts. As the meme goes, show me the car facts, but in this case, show me the dev facts. And yeah, turns out Lush isn't exactly a nice person after all. And yeah, initially I thought when I'm reluctantly going into that voice chat with Sneaky, I initially thought, oh great, he's gonna try and make views off of me by doing a durability test part 2, which he did private the durability, which he did get rid of the 2 videos that he made to try and clown on me for existing, for and the fact that I'm an adult. I mean, he's an adult too, but like, come on, we can both be way more mature than this. Like, come on. Also, I would like to point out that uh in said video that he now has deleted, well, not deleted, privated, he says I was talking with an underage person. For context, I was not told of this person's age. They have not told me their age. I only assumed. For some reason, I didn't realize that they were 13 because no one told me that they were 13. It didn't even say on either their Discord profile or on their Twitter profile that they were underage. So, I had no idea that I was interacting with a minor. So, you can't exactly blame me for something that wasn't like blatantly put right in front of my face. I didn't think to ask, which is also on me, but at the same time, it's, you know, it's on me for not asking, but it's on them for not saying that they were underage. So, technically, we're both in the wrong. Anywho, again, while the sneaky Steve drama that I had like kept going, kept stoking the fire. That's all done and said and done and been over with. Well, now it is anyway. And the initial drama of stolen assets, that's done and over with now. Yeah. Turns out apparently, and I know Train Dev's gonna hate me for saying this, but apparently Train Dev touches kids. So yeah, that's that's something to say, I guess. But yeah, turns out Lush isn't exactly completely mentally stable, even though I've supported them. I'm sure, Lush, if you're watching this, I know you trusted me, but now you don't. I understand. But, like, what you did by weaponizing having cancer, not cool, dude. Not cool. Like, even I don't weaponize my freaking ADD or whatever the heck I have. I might potentially have autism. I don't know for sure. But, again, I don't weaponize my mental, like, defects or anything to try and, you know, get my way. I don't try to like use health conditions to get my way. That's no. Why? Why would I do that? Why would I do any of that? So yeah, um, drama between me and Steve is officially over. But of course, Roblox being Roblox, the drama is just continuing because well, David Bazuki just loves to support predators, and truthfully, I couldn't give two shits. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to delete these 2 screenshots and empty them from my recycle bin. Because... Oh, I have a lot of stuff on there, dang. Alright, anyway. Yeah. So, the drama's done and over with. The Roblox drama, however, is still ongoing because it's very big and it's reached massive fucking news. But yeah, no, no more ranting about Sneaky Steve. I'll probably just focus on other stuff, and in due time, I'll probably just delete the videos anyway. Cause like, what's the point? I'm kind of a dumbass anyway, so like, you know, don't hate me for making this video. But yeah, no, me and Steve, we talked it out like several people. Despite my first initial response to him having a whole filled VC with himself and other developer, like other people like LTA and funny enough, Nixie and Tita and a bunch of other fucking people. Like again, I assumed I was taking it for face value. I was assuming, considering he was, my ego was still, hey, he's trying to mess with you again. Get that motherfucker. Yeah, but now my ego is like, okay, he's actually chill. Still doesn't what is it? I still don't forgive the whole thing that Lush did with the whole weaponizing his cancer thing. Also, Grob term, if you happen to be watching this, I know that you didn't, you know, want to bring me back to NARS, but truthfully, Felina sucks. It's literally not even that big of a map. You may be a one-man team, but there's a thing called get more developers, and just get the toxicity out of your server, dude. Like, come on. I know Amtrak Glazer is gonna keep trying to, like, I know Phase 3 Glazer is gonna try and keep, making my best friend, one of my best friends, like, backstab me, while I know good and well that this is not going to go his way, or truthfully, anyway. Because, like, at that point, why even try to keep, like, backstabbing me when now I'm just done and over with this shit? I just want to fucking, you know, I've been done and over with this drama, and I'm putting the hammer down. No more beating the dead horse to death, despite it literally already being dead in the water and probably being eaten by crocs. Yeah, no. That's it for this video. This is GKTGM signing off.